proposal for a website build. I probably spent way too long on it, but I just wanted to get this done so I could have some type of proposal for future freelance work, which I would like to start getting more into. So I based this, I had this old proposal that I'd found from some work I did with Scott Thomas, who was a designer behind Obama's 2008 campaign. He did a redesign and rebrand for a nonprofit I started in college called Sprout Up. And so I kind of took a lot of what he did and built it into the proposal that I designed here. So I kind of have this homepage, or not homepage, front page here, has little pieces on the bottom of who it's for, what it's prepared on, created by, and then I went in and I kind of did some research from Brennan Dunn on Double Your Freelancing. There's a bunch of great articles that he has about creating proposals. And one of the things that I learned just from reading it, and I'd read this a long time ago, but reading it again was don't structure your proposals around an hourly rate or or like what your features are and what that type of stuff, but and show that you understood what the client's problems are and then define what the end solution will look like. He talks about it as like you're telling a story. So you're sharing almost back exactly to what they told you. And I have all that. I recorded it inside of a voice memo.
So the website's redone. Is there any kind of moment like that for you?
I'm like trying to pull out all these different panes and learn exactly what they want so that then I can come in here and kind of retell this story back to them. So in here, I basically said where they are today. So right now we're upscaling our facilities and services, but our online identity is keeping us stuck in the past, known as the seniors gym, offering cross promotions that no one utilizes and charging memberships below what we're worth. And this is a big one because I want to get into basically like if you do this, you will make more money. That is like a key. Or if you can't connect it to the money, which I was having problems to, connect it to the status they want or what is the end result that they want. So the other things that they had said, like the community complains how hard it is to find simple things on our site, just like a class, like just this class schedule. And in our small town, it's incredibly hard to disassociate ourselves from this old identity. We need to reinvent ourselves in a big way. So then I went down here and kind of put in like problem, now solution. So within the next year, we want to be known as New Canaan's upscale boutique gym. We're upscaling our facilities to match this new identity and need our online presence to follow suit. This means a modern design that makes info intuitive. I hope I spent all this. I didn't spell this shit right, did I? Oh, it's gonna kill me. Intuitive. Maybe that's right. Intuitive to find an extremely user-friendly experience and an extremely user-friendly experience. We want to make it cool to say I'm going to blank like a yoga at the club. In the end, we envision a website that makes the club feel like a place where people want to pay more to belong to, right? Imagine what that would do for the club. So now I've got this imagination of the future, and then comes into the different packages. So it's basically going to be like a Squarespace build, but I basically listed out the different pages that are going to be available. With the basic one here, it'll just link out to like a form on Constant Contact to put your stuff in. There'll be a link out to the waiver to do the waiver, and we'll link out to Mindbody to do like purchases and stuff. The advanced, what I called advanced, will be like a custom Squarespace site, so like custom CSS, maybe some HTML, maybe a little bit of JavaScript or whatever. But basically we take these experiences here that are kind of outside and we bring them in and we brand them to the site. We add in a video and some chat integration. And then over here, I added in even more things which weren't probably part of the scope, but I think could be really cool. So stuff like the branded assets of like branding their email newsletter template, creating it about as PDF, some flyers, posters, gift card designs, social templates for like social media, branded letterheads. And then I also added in like blog posts optimized for New Canaan Google searches, and then promotion to online and offline New Canaan publications. So this is like, hitting up certain blogs or people who are influencers in the New Canaan community, or places where they will just pin something on a board to have them basically kind of promote the club. Then also a creation of a new video and 6 review cycles. I actually think I underpriced this now looking at it, but here were the different prices that I put in. So 3,300, 4,200, 7,900. I think looking at this now, that is a lot of fucking stuff. And I probably should price it a bit more. I probably should be up in like the 8,500 range or something, but that is what it is. So I put in some different phases. I wanted to have these different phases so that like I finish the wireframes and we're in the design phase and they cancel. That means they will be paying a certain amount. If we start phase 3, blah, 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 blah. So inspiration, they don't really know what they want yet. So I wanted to give them some guidance on sites that they should look at and tell me what they like and don't like. So I gave them kind of a list of 7 here, and basically they could look at some Squarespace sites if we go down the basic route. Here's like the signature page, and then terms of service is just totally stolen from the Simple Honest Work. But yeah, so I just sent that over to them. And we'll see what happens. If we get it, I imagine I'm gonna get some part of it. I almost hope they don't want the professional one and they just want the advanced one. So yeah, we'll see where things go from here. Another update today is I had another person reach out. I sent the new profile that we had built for Collective to Collective today. Here's what the profile looks like. I also included in here their timeline, so they kind of like, okay, great, we did our interview, they created some content, now we're in review and approval phase. Next up is like promotion, so they know where we're going, which is cool. And then we finished the page here, which I'm really stoked about. This was like crazy to finish in like 5 days. Especially that it's like custom in Next.js and Sanity. I couldn't do it without Dylan, so major props to him. He probably never listens to these anyways, but this was awesome. So I'm really stoked where this is at. We got another person. I hit up this person who was interested last week and told me to follow up. He's still on vacation, so I followed up and basically said, hey, here's this finished profile. Do you have any concerns? What feels like a good next step? So here when I say, like, do you have any concerns, I'm basically saying, like, hey, most people are going to have some concerns. I'm not expecting you to say, like, let's go. So I'm trying to get them to feel comfortable to just continue the conversation. And by trying to get them to bring up, like, what they feel negatively about will allow them to feel comfortable to share their problems with me, which then means I can then understand the problems better and then propose solutions that are specific to their exact problems. So I'm always trying to basically say, like, what are your problems? What are your pain points? What are your concerns? And then if I can get them to feel comfortable to explain those, I can make sure that I can give them information that is specific to that problem. And if I feel like I can solve it, provide a solution to it. So this person reached out, and then we had another person reach out named, they're from Flexport. Bree. So she reached out today and said someone had passed on. They passed on their stuff, chat early next week. So we set up a call with them for next week. So we have one customer that is paid. Now we have two customers that are showing some interest. Customers will fall off. So my bet is that those 2 fall off. But if they don't, then I'm going to feel even better and more excited. So so that's where we are today. Finished the proposal, sent it. I got to get in tomorrow and start to now do the promotion materials for Collective, and get those. That will happen on Monday of next week, and then get prepared for this meeting on Monday. So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Woo-hoo.